Hey, everybody, it's me, Jum Jumington, former CEO of Jumington Dynamics, broadcasting live from the Jumington Dynamics Auxiliary Hazardous Material Storage Facility, and I have to slow that down because I'm stuttering and mumbling all my words together as I try to speed through that like the Micro Machines man, which I will never be, unfortunately. I don't know if that guy's still alive. I don't want to know. I don't need bad news today. Welcome! Hello, Utter Chaos! Hey, something. Welcome to the Portopia serial murder case. I want the mystery. Did I name it something else? Serial murder. Okay, I got the name right. Every time I talk about it, I'm like, the serial murder mystery case, whatever. This is the Portopia serial murder case, which came out in 1983. It says on my little thing when we get into it. 1983. It was actually originally released for the Japanese PC market, PC 88, 8801, I think. Not super familiar with that. Vaguely familiar with Japanese PC market, but it was their attempt to make a game, which was very popular at the time, that used text interpreters to handle everything. So if you've ever played or seen or familiar with games where like, go north, pick up apple. They're very basic text interpreters, and you have to get the right wording in to go through the mystery. Now, the Famicom didn't have this capability, so they had to develop a menu system for it. And actually, I think the menu system came from a previous game, which I don't believe has been translated in English. It is a very similar format. The individual behind this game, Yuji Horii, went on to create Dragon Quest, the longest running and most popular, I would say, Japanese RPG series. Like the game and movie big? Yes, exactly. That's why, like, at that time, especially in the PC market, like, that kind of stuff was very popular. Your King's Quest, your Zorks, and so on. That was big on the PC market. And in a time where graphics were best utilized for a lot of games to make really flashy graphics that were mostly still or very little animated, and you just had those text prompts. Or prior to that, when there were no graphics and it was just text. So the invention of this system, which came from a previous game, to use in this was a lot of the basis for the menu system used in the original Dragon Quest. That's why you get oddities like you go into a menu to go up and down stairs. Thanks to the success of this game, they went on to make Dragon Quest. You're a bit muted, about to step in a proposal meeting 15 minutes ago, realized the solution we were going to propose won't work. Oh no! Well, good luck with that. I hope you're able to get that sorted out. I hope I can provide some entertainment in this. You're not missing much audio-wise, I'll say that. This game does not have music. I did find, like 10 minutes ago, somebody made a soundtrack to go with this game. However, I'm not going to play it because I don't like to just grab things other people made without at least reaching out to get some kind of permission, or if they don't like very clearly state like, go ahead and use this. I don't feel comfortable just grabbing this. I'm just going to play some generic old BGM I got here. I did listen to it for a bit. It's decent. Maybe I'll put a link up in the description. I would have liked, if I had known about it sooner, I would have done it. I didn't. For some reason I missed all that when I was looking into it. It was like, there's no music in this game. So I'm very excited about this game because it's a precursor to, in a lot of ways, a lot of other games. I was about to say Hideaki Anno, not him. Hideo Kojima of Metal Gear fame famously was inspired to go into video game design because of this game. And he made a couple of games that have a very similar kind of style. In Japan, they're put under the genre adventure game. And people have argued it should have its own special thing because it's mostly like you point around and look at everything to find stuff out. Kojima made two games, Snatcher and Policenauts, which follow the same kind of format, albeit with more music and higher end graphics. Snatcher especially looks phenomenal, and I will play that someday. So I'm very excited to play this game. It's like the grandfather for a lot of games and comes from a very, very different era of video games. Now, thankfully, I'm going to read this out to you. The translation, which was provided, there was an original translation of the manual Harmony 7 and latest edit by DVD and Harmony 7 DVD Translation Group is a group that did the translation for this game. And so they have thoughtfully translated the manual, which I almost never see. I don't see a lot of that in translations. And sometimes that's fine, but this is a game that you definitely need something on the manual because there's a lot of information they don't give you in the manual. Let me see if I can quickly shove this in. No, I can't. I wasn't prepared for that. Well, I'm just gonna read this a bit for you while I try to sort out if I can. Try real quick. If I can grab this window capture on this. Yes. All right. Just slice out all of that. You don't need to see that. Whoa. Okay, there we go. This is a lot. This is going to take up the whole screen here. You still might not be able to read it. I will read along with it. I just want to show it because it was nice that they put this together. Portopia serial murder case story. Without warning, my subordinate Yasu burst into my office. The pale expression. Can I move this without this thing going hog wild on me? Stop trying to assign it. Windows 11 has a feature that I want to say is nice and helpful, but it always just like destroys me. Where I'm dragging windows between monitors and it will drop down this thing at the top that's like, hey, do you want to make this take up a specific quadrant of the screen? And under a lot of circumstances, I might find that very helpful. But whenever I'm moving stuff around while I'm streaming, it's just like, no, go away. I don't want you grabbing stuff. Using multi-monitor the way I do, like, is an absolute nightmare because every time something changes, like any desktop shortcuts I have get slapped around and stuff is all over the place. It's a mess. Anyway, my subordinate Yasu burst in my office. The pale expression on his face astonished me more than the sound he made coming in. Boss, this is terrible. Kozu, I'm going to apologize now. My pronunciations are probably off of this. Kozu Yamakawa has taken his own life. What? There's no way. They call me boss. I'm a veteran detective with the police department in Greater Kobe City. Kozu Yamakawa was the president of Yamakin Loans. This wasn't your friendly neighborhood savings and loan. He was a loan shark, and his relentless collection techniques could easily drive men to suicide. But boss, there's no other explanation. He was found dead behind locked doors. What else do we know? The body was discovered by a woman named Fumi Sawaki, who is the personal assistant of Kozu. When he didn't show up for work, she went looking for him at his home. Then, Yasu continued with the details. In summary, she was allowed inside Yamakawa's mansion by the security guard. Rokura, you're going to have to remember a lot of these names. You won't have to remember them. I'll have to try and keep track of these. I'm going to keep this open and keep a notepad too. Rokuro Komiya. The old man told her that Kozu was probably in his study. The two went to call on him, but the door was locked. No matter how many times they called out his name or knocked on the door, there was no answer. Something wasn't right. So they rammed the door, forcing it open. This is when they discovered that Kozu was dead. And there's something else. Mr. Kamiya noticed that a key was in the lock on the side of the door facing the room. Yasu went on as I worked on turning my cigarette into ash. Truly, a suicide. Characters. You! Boss. That's all they call you when this is boss. A veteran homicide detective of Kobe City, accompanied by subordinate Yasu, he starts an investigation to bring this case to light. In this game, you play the role of boss. Use your keen deductive skills to solve this case. It's going to be tough for me. My brain is not good. Yasuhiko Mano, a young detective who works under boss, goes by the name Yasu. Sometimes he tries a bit too hard to be funny, but as a detective, he is quite capable. He is, however, a gentleman. He tends to be particularly lenient towards young women. He has a strong sense of justice, and his hatred towards evil is uncommonly strong. Kozu Yamakawa, the president of the loan shark company Yamakin Loans. Because of his profession, he seems to have had many enemies. This story begins with the discovery of his dead body. Suicide or homicide, his lifeless body won't breathe a word. These illustrations are great. You're gonna miss these. You're gonna see a little preview coming up here of what the game's gonna look like. Stick with me on this. It's gonna be fun. Maybe. Fumi Sawaki, the primary discoverer of Kozu's dead body. She was his personal assistant at Yamakin Loans. Although beautiful in looks, her face shows hints of sorrow. For a young woman, it must have been quite a shock to discover a dead body. Casual sexism. Rokuro Komiya, an elderly man who works as the security guard at Yamakawa's mansion. Along with Fumi, he discovered the dead body. He has no relatives and apparently has been drowning his loneliness every day by drinking. In addition, he is a timid man and always appears nervous. This list is not complete. You will meet many other people as the story unfolds. In addition, the faces of Boss and Kozu are never seen during the game. So basically, we just we got a main screen here. We got some commands, the dialogue area. Move the cursor, magnifying glass, or hammer on the screen. It's gonna be hammer and stuff, magnifying. We got a telephone. There will be a maze. And we just kind of, I can sort this out. I'll keep this open because, like, I'll probably need it. All right, I'm going to open up good old reliable notepad. I should start a new one. I've been putting everything in a text file labeled Mario, and it's got like 7 different games in it. Portopia. Now, Square did come out recently with a, well, I got the PlayStation out. I don't even have the right game out. I was horsing around with the music. So, Square Enix did come out with a, stuck around, a tech demo, and it was showcased at a tech show, and then they released it for free, and then the tech demo originally used AI, which is such a broadly generic-ass term now, to handle text inquiries. So it was based off of the original that used text prompts, and it used AI, like a ChatGPT sort of setup, to answer your questions. But when they released it for free, they toned it way down so that people couldn't use it to make the game say the sort of things you would expect the internet to make that sort of setup say. If you've paid any attention to this stuff, like, what was it, Microsoft one day that existed on the internet for a very short amount of time before the internet talking to it made it extremely racist? Yeah, that sort of thing. So it drew a lot of negative attention because it was very toned down. It didn't work very well because of that. A lot of the responses were taken out so that you couldn't make it say different things. And just the general sort of like distrust of companies producing products with AI. I did not check it out because I looked at it and was like, if they release something, I'll look at it. I saw the reviews, and the reviews were enough for me. Like, I'm not going to spend my time on this right now because I'm also kind of like, I don't know the AI stuff. I don't know. On the one hand, you can make a lot of cool stuff with it, and the technology is very impressive, and I'll give it all of that. On the other hand, you put that in the hands of companies, it just means, hey, you mean we can sell a product without paying anybody and just pocket all that money? We can put more people out of work? That's my problem with it. And you can say that's the same argument against all kinds of automation. I think there's a balance to be had with that stuff. And I just generally don't trust a lot of game studios that are constantly running huge layoffs, looking to still sell $70 games without putting any amount of work into it. And that kind of bugs me. Lots of artists, lots of writers, musicians, all that stuff. Jobs are somewhat at risk for that. And some people might just say, oh, that's fine. And those people are usually the people who want the artwork and don't want to pay for it. Now, making a broad statement, I'm probably going to get some hate. If anybody out there was paying attention, which thankfully they're not to me right now, they'd come after me about this and tell me I'm all wrong about all this stuff. I would welcome it, but so far all the arguments I've seen is like, but it's cool, and then that's about it. So anyway, that's my rant on it. Let's check this game out. I'm gonna keep some music playing here just because we don't have any in the in the game itself. And I'm fine sitting in silence, but I think it would be more entertaining with a little bit more tunes. So let's go to the game. The Portopia serial murder case. Author, Yuji Horii. Programmers, Chunsoft. Publisher, Enix. Back before Enix bought Square, became Square Enix. Which, if you're not familiar with, like, that sale was going on for a while, and the deal got real soured when Squaresoft put out the Final Fantasy, the Spirits Within movie, which is a huge bomb, lost a lot of money, and really tanked their stock prices. But a lot of people say that's why Enix bought Square and they became Square Enix. The deal was already going through. It just made the deal worse for Square when that happened. But I remember those days. I remember the olden days. Let's get... Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. I'm your supportant, Yasu Hikumano. Please call me Yasu. We're now in Hanakuma, the suburb of Kobe City, where the incident took place. How shall we get started in the investigation? This is the game here. Now, they had a map, which gives like a relative location to a lot of this stuff. So Hanakuna. And then you got Kobe Harbor. Portopia is across the bay. If it matters, I'll bring it up. I can. Probably not. Not going to worry about it. All right. Notepad at the ready. Nope. Nope. Please go back. Thank you. Notepad also giving me hell. You know, that's one of the weird things in Windows 11. This Notepad has tabs. And, you know, I'm just a monster for tabs. I got a million tabs open at any given time. My Notepad is not different. But I tried to move the window and I accidentally grabbed a tab and everything went to hell. So we can move. We can ask some questions. Just ask. Oh, question the locals. Boss! I've learned that a man named Mr. Harata has not been seen since the very day of the murder. Aha! Case closed. I don't know how much I need to make notes on any of this stuff. Anything else? Question those locals. Aside from Mr. Harata's being missing, I wasn't able to learn anything. Arrest him. Boss, come down a bit. With that kind of personality, you'll drive away women too. Ouch. Jeez, man. Whom do you want me to investigate, boss? What do you got to say about Kozo? What do you want me to investigate? About his personal life. He hadn't quite earned a criminal record yet, but he seems to have been involved with some very vicious activity. Many people felt bitter towards him. Fair enough. About his job. We kind of know, but could ask about his alibi. Where was he at the time of his own murder? He was the president of Yamakin Loans, though he didn't have a wife or any children. He did have a nephew named Toshiyuki, or Toshi for short. Oh ho! Gobbling these up. Arrest the man. Interesting. We got a new name there. What does that have to say about his alibi? I'm curious. Kozu is the murder victim in this case. He probably doesn't need an alibi. I don't know. I mean, if it's a suicide, he's suspected of killing himself. So he can establish his guilt by determining where he was at the time of his death. Does he have an alibi that absolves him of the guilt of his own murder? And he probably doesn't, which probably means case closed. Right? Fumi was his assistant. Kozu's personal assistant for his business. She discovered the body along with Mr. Komiya. Give me the personal life. After graduating from junior college, she started working for Kozu. It's been 2 years since then. I don't think this person hasn't told us an alibi yet. We need to ask for an alibi first. Okay. So I'm just gonna go through this whole list. Nearby people, just random people, just grabbing people on the street. You, where were you? Who are you? What are you doing here? Mr. Komiya. An elderly security guard. He's a security guard at Kozu's mansion. In addition, he was one of the primary discoverers of the dead body. Yes. I do know that. Mr. Komiya, do you want me to investigate his personal life? He's been the security guard since about 5 years ago. He has no relatives and is a live-in at the mansion. Well, you got like a Kato Kalin situation here. Guy's name? OJ guy? Yeah. Does he have an alibi? I'm sure we haven't received any alibi from any of these people. Probably. Yeah, they haven't told us an alibi. Okay. Just give me everybody. Give me everything you got. What's his job? He's unemployed. He lives alone near the harbor. That's probably not that suspicious, I guess. Establishing motive. Kato goes to a car show in Celebration every year. You've capitalized Celebration. I hope that is a location and not like he's celebrating something to do with that case. That is like it is capitalized. This is like a place, right? I'm not familiar. I know the name of like 2 towns, and I live in one of those, so that's not saying much. Celebration, Florida. Okay. If it wasn't capitalized, I would have just taken it at face value. Even with it being capitalized, it made me a little bit nervous. It's a town created by Disney. Really? Well, I'll have to look this up. Wait, after the strip, I'll look it up right now. I don't follow a lot of the Disney stuff, but everything I learn is kind of like, wow, really? They're like their own thing. Like all the political maneuvering around Disney's kind of autonomous area, and reading about that, it's like, wow, I had no idea how much control they had over that. It makes sense, but it's pretty nuts. Okay, it's got to be getting up there. Does he show up in a? This is massively inappropriate. Does he show up in a Ford Bronco to the car show? I'm sorry, that was a terrible joke. I still remember the verdict coming down. I was in high school. I was in math class, and we were getting ready to leave math class and go to lunch when that verdict came out. Nobody had much of a reaction to it, though. Being a lot of high school kids, they didn't seem to care too much, which I guess is better than everybody like going crazy and setting the trash cans on fire. Not sure what he's up to. Usually a few celebrities that show up. I haven't been to a car show in a long time. I think the last time I went to a car show was like things got screwed up when we got there late, and we just really didn't get to see anything. And it just made me wonder why we even went, because everyone I went with was just like, well, I guess we could just turn around and go home. Like, why do we come out of here? I don't go to those things a lot because it usually is what happens. It looks like he's been arrested once before on charges of assault. He'd often pester Kozu for money and idle his life away. All right, so we got a nephew that was riding the uncle's dime, criminal record, assault. I mean, that's not that big of a deal. I'm sure he hasn't given us an alibi. I'm not going to bother with that. Who's Mr. Harada? He runs a store. Okay. Runs a store. Very descriptive. Thank you for that. I'm supposed to care that he's missing, but like, Mr. Harada's missing. Who's Mr. Harada? No idea. He's been a greengrocer forever, but competing with the supermarket can be quite difficult these days. Uh-oh. He's a greengrocer. Trouble competing. Sounds like the kind of person who would have money problems. Obviously, we can't get an alibi from him because he's missing. Yeah, just nearby people. I investigated the area, but there was no one who seemed particularly suspicious. All right. Show item. Boss, we haven't acquired any items as evidence yet. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, I got more stuff. Hit what? Tap, tap, tap. Hey, boss. What are you hoping to find with all that tapping? I got some windows. I'll be very curious when this comes into use, because right now I just see like a bunch of windows. Right here, Yasu. I'm doing the best that I can with this job, but you still think I should be punished? How depressing. Oh no, oh no, I've hurt his feelings. Oh no. Can we look for Harada? Mr. Harada. I looked, but Mr. Harada doesn't seem to be in the area. Yeah, but that's he's missing, like... All right, I guess we'll look for him elsewhere. Call out? Are we sure we want to bring someone in this kind of place? Maybe we should call them out to the police station instead. Well, that makes sense. We don't put it that way. Investigate what? The suburb. The suburb has returned to its everyday peace, as though nothing ever happened. The street. Was unable to find any clues there. Okay. Similar to the hammer. Surely there's nothing here. Right here, Yasu. Examined it, but there was nothing suspicious about it. Okay. We can close the case. Can't. Whom should I draw conclusions about? Toshi. If Kozu were to die, Toshi would be left with an enormous inheritance. Could this perhaps have been the motive? Well, this is interesting. He's given us some juicy bits here. If Kozu were to die, Mr. Komiya would be left without a job. There doesn't seem to be a motive for him to kill Kozu. Fumi. It doesn't seem like there was a motive for Fumi to kill Kozu. Okay. So far, Toshi's the big one. Mr. Harada had considerable debts with Kozu. Oh. In debt to Kozu. I don't know how much. I'm taking notes on this. I don't know how much it's going to matter. This game just made lead me by the nose with all this stuff. All right. Well, we can't hit anything or talk to anyone or do anything. What is the... supposed to be this color? The NES RGB, which has been installed in this NES. Start select left or right. Okay. Go with this palette. It looks a little bit more like the images I've seen. I'm not sure if it's really accurate. So the NES RGB has a nice function where you can use the controller. You can sort through different palettes on this. And I think there's like the default's usually pretty good, but sometimes it's nice to look at some different palettes for the old NES, different things differently. Let's move on. So, all right, let me... add... No, I didn't tell you to do that. Can you do this? No, I didn't do it. All right. Yes, get rid of that one. There's a map I'm looking at. We're at Hanakuna right now. Police station. I don't want to go all the way to the police station yet. I'm going to scope out the area. I got the mansion. I don't know where that is on here. Is that really clear from the names on this map? I don't know if this map came with the game or somebody put this together, because it is based on a real place, and this looks like they took satellite images of the real place and then slapped names on it. Let's go to Toshi's apartment. Let's talk to Toshi. Now in Toshi's apartment. There's nobody else around, boss. All right. Let's investigate some things here. Magnifying glass. Oh, this thing's not on loop. Oh, no. I just realized I went through all these and didn't put any of them on loop here. All right. Hopefully the music doesn't get annoying. I forgot to make a loop. Let's look at the table. On top of the table is a memo. Let's look at the memo. It's difficult to read this writing. Soft. What? What the heck could this mean? Indeed, what could this mean? What could it mean? Star 1 5. If you read it up and down. Investigate the phone. Oh, look at this. Just kidding. I didn't find anything. What number should I dial? Star 1 5 5. Hello, Toshi. Get to the harbor right now. We're prepared to hand over the item. Hello. Toshi can't make it today, so he's asked me to go in his place. All right. We'll be waiting for you. Slam! I just went with my gut there, but what's this about anyway? The game's afoot. I mean, there's like a dresser over there. Right here. I examined it, but there was nothing suspicious about it. Well, what about this then? Bang it open. Hit it, but nothing happened. All right. All right. Let's move on to the harbor. Aye. There's a man here. Oh, wait a minute. The man is approaching us. Oh, you're approaching me? You must be the guy on the phone. Here's the package. And say hi to Toshiyuki for me, will ya? Will ya? Oh, wait, no, I don't want to move anywhere. Wait, about this. It's yours now. See ya. He's gone. Question the locals. Boss, there was a person who witnessed seeing Toshi at the harbor on the 17th, just after 9 o'clock. That's when was the body discovered. Does it say? It doesn't say. It doesn't say. I'm assuming the 17th means something, but like, do I have to dig through the game to find out when the body was discovered? I don't think it said here in the manual. Lone shark. Okay. Oh, well, fair enough. Away we go. Let's look for someone. Whom should I find? I looked, but Mr. Rada doesn't seem to be in the area. Okay. Evidence. We have taken the following items into evidence. Package. I guess we're not going to open the package. And yeah, let's get the package. Here we go. Narcotics. Boss. Oh, he's drug dealing drugs. Taking the following items in the possession package. All right. I don't know. The sea. The sea is calm. About that boat. It's ferry that goes to Awajashima Island. Take the sea. That's an order. No, I couldn't do it. Wow. He tried. Put in the old college try. What do you guys say about Toshi now? Toshi's at the harbor at the time the murder took place. But what was he doing down there? So that is it. I don't think it said that. Time. So now it's a murder. Well, how curious. Can I investigate anybody? I think we've already run through all of this. Anything more on Toshi? No, same as before. Okay, fair enough. Let's move. We're going, boss. You can get onto the boat and go back to Toshi's apartment and see if we can catch Toshi around there. Go to the mansion. Let's go back to Toshi's apartment. All right, nobody else is around. Okay. Go to the harbor. Get on the boat. We're the boat now. Oh, and it looks like we've started to move. Thanks for coming aboard. This high-speed boat heads for the city of Sumoto on Awajashima Island. We're now in Sumoto, the central city of Awajashima Island. Came out here on a whim, but do you think there's any sort of connection with the case? I tried questioning some people, but as I expected, there was no useful information. Investigate what? The lighthouse. Wasn't able to go in there. All right. I guess this is just chose the largest shopping district in the area. I went there, but didn't learn anything new. Okay. Return to Kobe. I guess we will maybe come there later. Let's go to the mansion. In front of the victim's mansion. There's nobody else around. Can I move inside the mansion? Inside mansion. Oh, there we go. Investigate. Dead body. The body's been turned over for autopsy. The report puts the time of death about 9 p.m. on the night of the 17th. Cause of death. One stab to the neck with a knife. Death was nearly instantaneous. Well, you could do yourself in that way. I don't want to give anybody any ideas. Don't do it. But it's possible. It's not like 27 stab wounds to the back, or, a bullet to the back of the head, or they found him with his hands and feet duct taped together, and something crazy that's like, there's no way he did it himself. And they're like, well, looks like a suicide to me, boys. Investigate what? Murder weapon. The weapon was found gripped by the corpse's right hand. It's also possible he took a stab at himself. So to say. The door. The dead body was discovered. The door had been locked. What's this? What's this thing right here? Is this $1? Or a yen? Right here. There's a matchbox under the ashtray. I would like to investigate the matchbox. It says, PAL 117. 117-3149. Dial the phone. $3149. Hello, this is the PAL Hostess Bar. Interesting. Ask about Kozu. Kozu? No, I don't know who you're talking about. Slam! Should have got their address first. Get their address. Store is in the middle of Shinkaiji. All right. So we had the number for this place. Assume that they called and dealt with them. What else you got? Oh, look at this. Would you stop it with that? Make me feel like a fool here for trying. I examined it, but there was nothing suspicious about it. That's presumably where they broke it. That's pretty good. Like, if this is where they broke the lock, that they drew that in with the very limited, like, pixels they have on this. This isn't like, I just realized I can't see the screen at all. I had to adjust stuff, and I still messed up my little border window here. So I got real paranoid. I had all these stuff covering it. Right here. I examined it, but there was nothing suspicious about it. All right. Let's just give this a little whack. Open the fire with all that tapping. Okay. Take the matchbox. Well, then I'll hold on to this piece of evidence. We should take the murder weapon. The knife used in the killing was returned from the crime lab, and it's been in my possession. I see. Take the door, then. Okay. It's nice that they give me that option, even though I know it won't work. Is anybody around? Well, you and I are the only ones here. Okay, I guess nobody else is around. Look for Mr. Harada. Isn't in the area. All right, let's move on. Oh, the living room. There's more. Investigate the painting. Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. What if I hit that painting? I hit it, but nothing happened. Okay, well, fair enough. Fair enough. The couch. I examined it, but there was nothing suspicious about it. Okay. The table. Okay. Let's get that magnifying glass on that painting. You never know. It's a painting of some flowers in a vase. Okay. Studies where the body was. Outside. Continue our search for Mr. Harada. Mr. Harada isn't in the area. Investigate anything here. This is quite an old building. They say it was built long ago by a foreigner. Recently, Kozu purchased it and had it remodeled. Is it the Spencer Mansion? Is that who built it? Not Spencer. Spencer's the guy who owned it. It was George Trevor. George Trevor who built the Spencer Mansion. Did George Trevor build this? Are there secret passageways? Is my question. All of these windows are locked from the inside. Okay. Because of the case, no admittance is being granted except to investigators. Okay. Guess we're moving on. We've been inside the mansion. Well, let's follow the lead for right now to the host bar. Whoa! I might have to censor this here. I can't let people be seeing all the nudity in this. Oh, there's a coffee shop. That's okay. Shingeki Theater. Nude. Is there a place called Pal in the area? Bystander. Yeah, Pal's right over there. Is that the P? P is for Pal, not for parking. Is it the coffee shop? You can see by the coffee cup. Very nice. Or is it the Shingeki Theater? Investigate what? Strip club. This is a strip club. There's music coming from inside. You know where we're going. Let's get the sign. The name Okoi Yui is on display. It looks like she's a dancer here. Better make a note of that. I'm gonna put this down on my list here for, police reasons. Okoi Yuki. Stripper. All right. Let's investigate people. I don't know how exactly Yasu is investigating people from the street here. Because he certainly didn't have like a satellite uplink and a laptop and stuff like that, You never know. Let's investigate the dancer. Job, I think I know what it is a well-known stripper. How well-known? Well-known to who? She claims to have once been in the famous Takarazuka dance troupe, but whether that's true is unknown. Certainly we haven't asked for an alibi. I don't know why I keep going to this, knowing what it's going to say. This person hasn't told us an alibi yet. All right, let's move on. We can go to the PAL Bar or Shingeki Theater. We'll go to the PAL Bar first, and then we'll see if I have to censor an NES game for NES nudity. I was trying to think of a way I could combine NES with nudity. Nintendo-dity. It doesn't really work. To the PAL Bar! Ooh, there's a fancy-looking fella there. What shall I ask about? Kozu, that's why we're here. Can you tell me what you... Toshi? What do you know about Toshi? This guy ain't gonna talk. I don't know that person. I think he's lying. Yeah, Okoi, right? A dancer at the club there, isn't she? I don't know much about her, though. Let's look for someone. Whom should we try to find? Mr. Hirata. Okay. Fair enough. Let's investigate some things here. Interior. I will investigate. I investigated the area, but there was no one who seemed particularly suspicious. I examined it, but there was nothing suspicious about it. Talk, damn you. Make ridiculous request, boss. Oh, come on. There's another customer here. Show the item. Which item do I show? The matchbox. Take a look at this matchbox, please. Complimentary matches are the best way for me to advertise. What about this, buddy? Take a look at this package. What's this? What about the knife? That'll get him talking. Well, what's this? Okay. Okay. I want to know about the barkeep. He doesn't look like someone who'd make up lies. I don't know, man. This barkeeper, like... He's just an ordinary customer. It's not plausible that we have anything to do with our case. All right, well, we got somebody's making calls to this hostess club, where you come in and pay women to fawn on you. And they try to get you to drink a bunch. Order a bunch of big champagne towers. I assume. There may be host clubs. I've never been to either. I guess there's nothing more here. He doesn't know anybody, he claims. Well, let's go to the strip club. I mean, we're here. We might as well. I mean, I can really go? Gladly. Wow, this is amazing. It's out of this world. Oh my. Oh man, that was good. All right, man. I mean, I thought that, like, Yasu seemed like the manual implied that Yasu was like a gentleman, but he's gonna go to a strip club and just be like, wow, mind-blowing nudity. Delicious. All right, well, that hasn't taken us anywhere. Raccoon was where we started. We've been in the Kobe Harbor. We've been in the mansion. To the police station. Now in the interrogation room at the police station. All right. Let's call him out. report Mr. Harada had been telling Yukiko, his daughter, that he wants to go to Kyoto. More names. More names for the list. Yukiko. The game is afoot. To Kyoto. Yes, that's Kyoto. That's about what I imagine. Never been. We're now in the city of Kyoto. How'd they get there? Train, probably, I imagine. Question the locals. I wasn't able to learn anything particularly related to the case. Let's look for Mr. Hirata. I looked, but Mr. Hirata doesn't seem to be in the area. Investigate the suburbs. Investigate the area, but there was no one too particularly suspicious. It's just going to tell me this over and over again, isn't it? Trouble! All right, I'll be right back. He's dead. Oh, I was able to find any clues there. Okay. Where are we going? No. There's gotta be more going on up here. You just go here and then just be like nothing, you know what I'm saying? I examined it, but there was nothing suspicious about it. Okay. All right, well, we're here, right? And there's nobody around. Yukiko. What about Yukiko? Do you want me to investigate? What does she do? Mr. Harada's only daughter. She's in her junior year in high school. And what's her personal life? At one time, she'd been what we'd call a juvenile delinquent, but now she's back in school, more serious about her studies. I wonder if she was like those awesome like delinquent girl gangs that they used to make a lot of movies and TV shows about. I think one of them had like a delinquent that was working as an undercover cop that had a yo-yo. Forget the name of it. Good stuff. Let's just grab anybody on the street we can. We gotta close this case, Yasu. That's the area. No one seems particularly suspicious. Well, what are we doing here? Why are we here, Yasu? All right. I guess we're going back to Kobe. Okay, we're back in Hanakuma. Okay. Keep looking. All right. According to someone in the area, Mr. Hada didn't appear to be the sort of person who would commit murder. I didn't ask you for that. I didn't ask you for that at all. According to someone in the area, Mr. Hada didn't appear to be the sort. Okay. All right. Back to the police station. Before we were so brutally interrupted. Time to interrogate some people. Whom should I call out? Bring Toshi in. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, man. You tell he's trouble. Show the item. Show him the package. Take a look at this package, please. Whoa! Shall I ask about? Alibi. Where were you around 9 p.m. on the 17th? Let's see. At that time, I was in my apartment. That's not true. You were at the dock. Ask about Kozu. Yeah, tell us what you know about Kozu. I'd say he was a nice uncle to have around. He was always giving me spending cash. Can I hit him? the following items and evidence. Matchbox knife package. Click. Okay, I have taken Toshi's photo. I'll hold on to this. Ooh. That'll come in handy. Investigate the package. Narcotics, boss. All right. Well, we know this was coming for him. Show him the knife. Take a look at this knife, please. Nope. I've never seen that in my life. Okay. What about the matchbox? Take a look at this matchbox. I don't believe this guy at all. Like, we really should be arresting him for this. But it's not enough for them to make the murder rap stick. Can you get any more out of him here? No. Can I hit him? I probably can't hit him. What do you say about this, buddy? Toshi was at the harbor at the time the murder took place, but what was he doing down there? All right, let's call somebody else. She won't come because she has no connection to the case. We'll find it. Let's chat. What's your alibi? Where were you around 9 p.m. on the 17th? After work that day, I went to English conversation school, which started at 7. Class lasted until 10 that day. Afterwards, I went home and went straight to bed. Okay. Kozu, I'd like you to tell us what you know about Kozu. We work together at the office, but about his private life, I don't think I can help you. Show the matchbox. Take a look at this matchbox, please. I don't know. What about the knife? Mr. Yamakawa was killed using this. My, how scary. And take a look at this box of drugs. It's unrelated. I just thought you might see this. Okay. Well, we'll get a photo. Take clothes. I'm going to call Toshi back and try and snatch his clothes for some reason. I don't want to do it to her because that would be... Well, I'm having like a double standard here. Stop doing that. Jesus. We may take all his clothes off and did a full search, but didn't discover anything on him. Oh, wow. Look, the important thing is that I know what that function does now. I wasn't sure what it would do, and I didn't want to try it on something else. You know, it's an old Famicom game. You never know. Plus, I don't want to get everybody pissed off. Who else can we call out here? Mr. Komiya. What do you have to say? Where were you? Wasn't me. I didn't kill no one. That doesn't answer the question, buddy. Where were you? Okay. That's because, you know, innocent people always answer questions like that. Tell us what you know. It wasn't me. I didn't kill no one. All right. Show the matchbox. No, sorry. By the way, detective, I often heard shouting coming from under the mansion. I wonder what that was all about. Shouting coming from under the mansion. That's pretty crazy. Take a look at this knife. No, sorry. Is this some kind of cult under the mansion? I didn't sign on for that. Take a look at this package. All right, thanks. that's cool. I will take your picture and thus your soul. Take Mr. Cummings' photo. Hold on this. Take his clothes too. Made him take all his clothes off and did a full search, but didn't discover anything on him. All right. That makes sense. It does make sense. All right. Can I magnifying glass this guy? Will that show me anything? Probably not. What's got here? Why do you suspect me, detective? This person is carrying nothing suspicious, boss. No, that's not what I meant. My reading skills are not up there. I'm gonna keep calling Toshi back over and over again. Like, oh wait, I can try something else. Investigate him. Hey, stop that. Stay away from me. Person is carrying nothing suspicious, boss. All right. Anybody else we could call out here? Let's talk to Yukiko. The classic sailor outfit. What shall I ask about? The alibi? Why are you asking me such a thing? I was at home, but we just got to get it in the books. Classic police work. You gotta ask everybody. All I know is that my old man borrowed money from this guy. She still sounds like a delinquent to me. He said he was going to Kyoto. That's all I know. Show item. Matchbox. Take a look at this matchbox, please. What a waste of time. This is so stupid. Okay. All right. I took all those photographs. Can I show the photographs to these people? Okay. Take a look at this knife. I don't know what that is. You know it's a knife. Okay, the meeting ended up going really well. I need to go vomit now. All right, well, like vomit in the best, goodest way possible, I guess. But I'm glad your meeting went well. Taking the following items into evidence. Matchbox knife package photo. Why can't I show this photo to them? Be like, do you know who these people are? All right. We're getting out of here. There's nobody else for us to call. Let's go back to the mansion. Let's go inside the mansion. Is Mr. Harada here? Investigate. Look at that magnifying glass. Right here. Examine it. There is nothing suspicious about it. Hit some stuff, man. Hit it, but nothing happened. Sound long words like investigate, very dense. Yeah. You got to get creative when you're trying to pack in the English translation for Japanese words. Because I who knows what kind of characters they use, but like, just like with Sweet Home, right? Sweet Home, like most of their names would be like 3 Japanese characters, but their name would be like, what was the one dude's name? Like Hirata. I'm just picking these names because I can't remember their names now. Well, no, that depresses me. I can't remember their names. God, my memory is so terrible. Like Junichi or something like that. But like it's much longer in English, and so originally like they had changed a bunch of their names. Taguchi. That's it. Taguchi. They changed Taguchi's name in one of the original translations because they couldn't figure out how to get the characters in. Yep, exactly. So like that's always been the challenge with games of this era, and even in the Super Nintendo and somewhat to PlayStation, is that you have extremely limited space and sometimes requires an unrealistic amount of modification to the game to fit longer words in. And that's why a lot of times translations can be very inaccurate, because in order to give you all the information, they just run out of space on stuff. So they end up cutting a bunch of stuff out. But this is what I've seen in a lot of more recent fan translations, is a lot of work put into fitting characters in a decent way, which takes quite a bit of modification of the games, and I appreciate very much. There's something up here. All right, well, we're told that there was shouting coming from underneath the mansion. Take the painting. Look at this. There's a button on the wall. Hit that button. Slap that button. Just like you all should be slapping that like button right now. Man, that sounded way more aggressive than I thought. I was going for excited energy, not like a demand. You don't have to hit that. If you like my videos, hit that like button. I appreciate that. You don't have to. Don't feel pressure. I feel a little sick inside. I die inside a little bit anytime I compel myself to say, like, hey, please hit the like button and subscribe. Follow my videos. Like, I feel like people know what's up. You know? Anyway. Whack this button. I'll press the button. It's funny that my options are hit, and I have a hammer, and it's like, bang on this. Take this hammer. Hit that button. And then it's like, actually, that translates to me just touching it. Like, I'll push the button. I won't beat it with a hammer, but I will push it. You told me to subscribe or else. Don't go around telling people that, Jeremy. Don't tell people that. Don't ruin this for me. All right. Well, let's investigate the button. The button. It doesn't make any sense to have a button here, does it? I guess we can try to magnify it. Oh, you know what? We hit the button, so either we're gonna go elsewhere. So let's go back to the study and see if hitting the button here did anything. It did, because his body was found here. Hey, look, a hole opened up in the floor with stairs leading down. This is what that button's for. Excellent. Down the stairs. Oh boy. Hello? Compulsory heraldic. This isn't the place for jokes. Okay. Use the control pad to move. Oh boy, it's a classic dungeon crawler. Oh, this is cool. It is slow. Oh no, boss! The path behind us has closed in. All right. Fair enough. I'm missing all the delicious treasure here, I think. If there is treasure. Oh boy. He's got a crazy maze under his mansion. Path behind us is closed in. That just means we're going in the right direction, baby. Let's move. Any minute now. There are some stairs leading up. Shall we climb them? Yes. Let's say in a minute now we're going to get jumped by some rats or something. We're going to be in a Phantasy Star 1 scenario. God damn it. No. Nope. No! Just spin around on the stairs. Work with me, Yasu. Work with me here a little bit. All right, that goes nowhere. Oh! Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know what to say here. I wasn't expecting any movement in this. It's pretty crazy. Okay, it's a dead end. There's graffiti on the wall. It says, "Go no further. Turn back." No, I'll go further. The path behind us is closed in. All according to Keikaku. Keikaku is Japanese for plan. Uh-oh. The path diverges. Okay. I guess not really. This is very slow. I just want to say, like, I'm not doing this deliberately. Like, there's graffiti on the wall. It says, "Turn here." Should I? Did it tell me to not go further? Uh-oh. I don't really know where we're going. If I end up back in the same stairs, I'm going to be a little salty. Not really sure where to go. This is all starting to look familiar. Oh no! The path behind us is closed. There are some stairs leading up. Shall we climb up them? Oh god! We're gonna get this. That path closed, I guarantee, is because of, like, memory limits. Like, they couldn't make the map big enough. You know what I'm saying? So that's their loading section. That's how they prevent you from moving further than the game can, you know, handle. Space-wise, memory-wise. Very clever. Go no further. Turn back. All right. When it tells us to turn here, I'm not going to turn anywhere. Ouch! Okay. Fair enough. Ugh. Oh, I gotta turn around. Graffiti on the wall. It says, "Turn here." I won't. That's how you got me last time. I'm not gonna listen to you. You already lied to me once. In theory. Why does this man have a maze under his mansion? Was he the dungeon master? And where are we going? There's a safe at the end here. Ask the safe. Okay. Investigate the safe. It's locked. It won't open. Hit it. Right here. Hitting it isn't enough to do anything. Oh boy. Made of steel. Huh. Can we take the safe? You can't expect me to actually take that. I kinda do. There's nobody here to show anything to. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to come back here, I guess, after finding the combination, I suppose. I mean, can I just try it? Can I just try it? You know what I'm saying? Just let me try. Safe is made of steel. What's this theory on the stripper? Does it look like she was especially close? I don't think there was any motive for murder. I feel like I'm probably like out of sequence. I don't know though, like I don't know. Okay. So he's got this wild maze. All right. He's got this maze under his mansion that leads to a safe. But it doesn't let me even like try. You know? Like, I'd like to at least try to do something. This does have an FAQ on it. Following string progress is erased when you turn the power on. You should remember that you can. Remember what can be found where. Who says anything could be able to progress? Okay. I'm looking at like, oh, they give this little like note thing in here. Motive exists, alibi. In the booklet, there's like a little investigation note. Suspect, relationship with the victim, motive exists, alibi, evidence, conclusion. And that's very cool. They got everything in this. But I wanted to read this one question. When I chose the investigate someone command, a name appeared in the list that I don't recognize. Who is this? Answer: that's simply impossible. This is proof that you are not carefully reading what somebody said. Don't skip over lines of dialogue. Instead, you should take notes whenever you learn something new. This requires perseverance, but without that, you simply cannot solve the case. It may help you to diagram out human relations and organize information in your own way. I mean, that's a correct answer, but like, it's not, they candy coated it all for them. Like, maybe you missed something. They're just like, impossible. Go back and do it again, idiot. I'm trying to call out. Fumi? Hey, Fumi. No answer. So lonely. I'm sure there's nobody here that I can call out. Are you sure you want to bring someone in this kind of place? Yeah. Why did you let me do that? You're making me look like an idiot here. Okay. No phone here. Okay. Well, I guess we're leaving. Unless somewhere in here is the combination. How curious. So he's got a safe beneath a maze. A safe at the end of a maze beneath his mansion. Nothing weird about that. Y'all got mansions, right? Y'all got... You don't have a mansion. You got mazes underneath where you live, right? Graffiti on the wall. It says, turn here. If they say so. Oh no, boss. The path behind us is closed in. Okay. I suspect, like, we can leave the area and that's about it. All right, well, let's get out of here and then go back to searching for people. I can find my way out. This looks not promising. Oh boy. Do. We're going somewhere. There's graffiti on the wall. It says, go no further, turn back. Okay. In theory, this will take us back to where we want to go, which is to leave this place so I can go back to interrogating people and forcibly removing their clothes to strip search them for possible clues. Oh, Lord. Am I just going in circles? I am, and not in a good way. We're going to die down here, Yasu. We're going to die in this dude's mystery castle. How did I accidentally find the stairs out like 2 or 3 times, and now that I'm trying to purposely escape this doomed place? Okay. Okay. I have like a vague shape of this place in my head, and I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. Just trying to find the stairs out. Oh, all right. Well, that's something anyway. There's some stairs leading up. Shall we climb them? Yes. Okay. Very good. All right. Well, there's a secret passage with a safe. We need to investigate things here. Is that right here? Examine it. There's, okay, so we, even though it still shows it there, we already found that. Something in these books. All right, let's just move on. Stroud isn't in the area. All right. Let's take another trip to Kyoto. Now we're in the city of Kyoto. From Mandamura Temple, there was a visit by a peculiar man the other day. Supposedly this man was mumbling for a whole half hour while praying frantically. Do you suppose this could have been Mr. Hirata? It could have been. I will question the locals. I was unable to learn anything in particular related to the case. It looks, but Mr. Hirata doesn't seem to be in the area. All right, go find me information on that. I was unable to find any clues there. I don't want to return to Kobe. Like, somebody was here. Somebody was here. You know what I'm saying? Investigated the area. There was no one who seemed particularly suspicious. How do I go into the building? Like, he should be around here somewhere. Investigated the area. There is no one who seemed particularly suspicious. Yes, look at the temple. Right here. All right, I guess I'm leaving again. Return to Kobe. Question the locals. According to someone in the area, Mr. Hud didn't appear to be the sort of person who would commit murder. Okay. All right, so he's not around. Didn't appear to know the combination, the safe, whatever. Take something. Take the memo. Well, then I'll hold on to this as a piece of evidence. Take the table. Take the phone. Never know. Tap, tap, tap. Hey, boss. What are you hoping to find with all that tapping? By the table. Hit it, but nothing happened. Okay. Right here. Examined it, but there is nothing. Okay. Fair enough. I guess back to the police station. Let's see if any of these people know anything about the safe. Sorry I can't be of much help. I really don't know anything. Alright, do I have anything to show them? The memo. I don't know why she would know anything about that. I don't know. Alright. Doshi. Take a look at this memo, please. Oh, this? It's just a doodle. Uh-huh. Look at the inheritances he left me. Could arrest them, but it's not likely going to go well. I mean, he has an alibi, but he's like dealing drugs, apparently. We can't arrest this person until we have enough evidence. Fair enough. All right. Is there anyone else we can call out here? Someone's got to know something. Mr. Comey is the one who told me about the shotting underneath the mansion. I'd like you to tell us what you know. It wasn't me. I didn't kill no one. I don't know why he doesn't know anything. None of these people know any of this stuff. I often heard shouting coming from under the mansion. I wonder what that was all about. Well, I'm plumb flummoxed here. She doesn't want anything to do with this. She's not coming in. She doesn't know anything. Mr. Harada is missing. Hanakuna. I'm going back to the harbor. Investigate. Investigate the sea. The sea is calm. Everything seems better than right. Okay. Let's go back on the boat. Let me look at the map. Where's Kyoto in relation to all of this? Kyoto is way out nowhere. It's nowhere near any of this. Man. All right. Ask around. No useful information. There's another island over there. I'm sure this won't tell us anything. All right. I'm just going to have to like keep going back and forth. Like I went to Kyoto before, right? I went to Kyoto before, and there's nothing there. And then I came back again, and it was like, all right, they said someone was here. And then... It's been a greengrocer forever. Okay. And then they told us that someone was here, but then I can't do anything with that. Draw some conclusions for me. What do you think, Mr. Harada? Considerable debts with Kozu. Could this perhaps have been a motive? Yukiko? Father was being harassed, but would she go as far as to kill because of that? Investigate nearby people. I know I already did this. Back to Kobe. According to someone in the area, Mr. Hada didn't appear to be the sort of person who would commit murder. I mean, I did look there, right? It only takes me a second just to confirm this. driver doesn't seem to be in the area. Okay. Ah, jeez. Let's ask him out again. Anybody know anything here? All right. Back to the PAL bar. Show item. Photo. Whose photograph do I show? Toshi. Take a look at this photo. Look at this photograph. Not one of my customers. What about this? No, I have never seen that person. His answers make me suspicious. Mr. Komiya, take a look at this photograph, please. No, I've never seen that person. I doubt the memo means anything to them. What's this? Okay. What shall I ask about? Oh, really don't think I know who that is. I think he knows who anyone is. Alright, back to the police station. Who didn't I get a picture of that I can call out here? I didn't get a picture of Yukiko. Okay. You think I'm cute, don't you? Oh no! Of course, nobody's carrying anything suspicious. Don't get fresh with the high school kids. Come on now. I keep showing him stuff. She's not going to come out. She won't come because she has no connection to the case. Okay. Sir Komiya. I'll show him some photographs. Oh, I can't show any of these people photographs here. Probably ought to show them all this stuff. Take a look at this. Package of drugs. Okay, great. Yep. All right. Is there more to the maze? Have I missed something? Have I missed something in the labyrinth? There's nobody else to call out. We didn't search her, did we? No, I got her photo. I think I magnifying glassed her, though. His hair is awful suspicious. How does he know that just by eyeballing him? Does he have X-ray vision? Is Yasu a cyborg? All right. Well, I guess we're going back to the friggin' mansion since, like, I feel like I have exhausted everything else here. Nobody else is around. Yep. All right, eyeballed all of that stuff. Inside the mansion. I'm about to be looking up some kind of walkthrough on this, although walkthroughs are tricky for these kind of things because there's several different ways to go about it. Now I gotta go push the button again. Hit it! Gotta push the button. Down the stairs. All right. It all goes the same way. Where are we going? I don't know. I'm hoping there's something else down here. Stream Deck rather. 2 feet on the wall. It says go no further, turn back. Alright, when it says turn here, I'll turn there. Even though it seems like we're not supposed to. Yeah, I'm missing something, I'm sure, because I feel like I've called everybody out, asked them all the questions I have to ask them, shown them everything that there is. To show them. Okay. I think this will lead to stairs eventually. It's just looping back in on itself here. Oh boy. No, I think this all looks pretty recognizable to me. I think I was here earlier. Trapped in the labyrinth. I'm just wandering aimlessly, haphazardly jamming directions here. Oh boy. Go no further, turn back. Okay. Oh, what is this? Monster surprised you is written here. That's hilarious. Dungeon crawling games like this kind of dungeon crawl was very popular on computers at the time. Consoles, it was a little rough to pull off, but some people did. As they expanded, consoles got more powerful. You saw more of these, and then it kind of fell off. In the past several years, I've seen more and more games. I don't know. More and more games go back to that first-person dungeon crawl, but kind of died for a while. It was popular though. The first Phantasy Star does the same thing. I think the second one does. I don't know if they stick with it past that. I don't really know if the second one does, but the first one does. It's interesting, but kind of rough. Well, I found a safe. And that was it. Now I'm looking at a walkthrough because I'm stuck. I'm just hoping to get enough to get like a little push here. Right here. But there is nothing suspicious. Let's go outside. Right here. Oh, I found someone's ring on the doorstep. Oh ho. Let's investigate this ring. It's a cheap looking ring. I wonder who dropped it. Interesting. Interesting. So I guess I'm just not hitting the right areas here. All right. Well. Oh, we're not too far. Kozu's photograph was in the cabinet. Oh, hold on. Oh, yes, I've got his photo. Excellent. Excellent. I'm looking at it like a list now. Living room. Man, this is kind of rough. Like, right here. There's like absolutely no visual clue of anything is here. Look, I found a lighter. But see, now I'm finding stuff because I found like the specific area. So I just got to go with the magnifier and just like jam on every area, I guess. What's up with this lighter? It's an expensive looking lighter. Is it Kozu's? All right. All right, let's go back. Let's see if we can call out Toshi. See if I can, if it's an order thing, just a doodle. Okay. But what about the package? What about your alibi? I told you, I was in my apartment. That's a lie. There are people who say they saw you at the harbor. Whatever. They must have mistaken someone else for me. Oh, yeah, that's multiple times here. All right, talk. Oh, man. Police brutality. That night, I went to the harbor to make a deal on some drugs. That's why I made up that lie about being in my apartment. The one who killed my uncle wasn't me. Are you happy now? Go ahead and arrest me for the drugs. I will. I'm putting Toshiyuki under arrest. Come on, let's go. I'll see you in hell. Well, at least we got that guy off the street. Looks like we're back to square one. Very well could be. Very well could be. Suck the Yukiko. Just arrested Suda 51. Yeah, well, you know what? I wasn't too big a fan of that PN08 from the Capcom 5, so he had it coming. Also, his involvement in Michigan Report from Hell and how he's just kind of like, yeah, I just let someone else do it. Own up to it, man. You made a weird game. Maybe people didn't like it. Some other good stuff, though. I got the Silver Case. I forget which is which, because there's like Silver Case and then the 25th Ward. And like one of them is like a sequel or remake of the other. There's a connection. I can't keep track of it. It's my gigantic list of games. I like to go along with the Capcom 5, which is actually only 4 games, and some of his other stuff. What about the ring? What about the lighter? Why can't... All right, let's look at the evidence. Knife, memo, package, photo. Did I not take that stuff? Oh man, I gotta go back there and explicitly say to take that stuff. I might have to. Well, then I'll hold on to this. Great. Damn it. Inside the mansion. I didn't explicitly state to take these things. Well, I must have gotten that photo. I'll just investigate real quick. Just to see. Okay, so presumably I did take that photo. That's inconsistent. I don't like that. But I didn't take the lighter. All right. Let's go back to... Let's go to that bar in Shinkaichi and show him the photo of Kozu. And we'll see if that rings any bells for them. Whose photograph? Kozu. Take a look at this photograph, please. Oh, this guy. I knew it. Some time ago, this guy had a big fight here with Mr. Kawamura. Well, that's another name for the list. Mr. Kawamura. Fight with Kozu in the bar. What? He's been killed? Oh. I don't know the ring. And then we'll investigate this Mr. Kawamura. What's this? Okay. Who is Mr. Kawamura? What about Mr. Kawamura? Tell me all about him. All we know about this person is his last name, Kawamura. We don't know anything else about him. All right, well, let's ask. Let's ask about Mr. Kawamura. Tell me what you know about Mr. Kawamura. Well, he is sort of the playboy type. He used to come here pretty often. Okay. All I know is that he's had drinks here with Mr. Kawamura. Nothing more, sorry. Who is Mr. Kawamura? How old is Mr. Kawamura? Is Mr. Kawa friendly? Where is Mr. Kawamura? Is he close? Is he near? Is he French? Can he walk through salt? That's the question I want to know. And will he show up on a DOTS projector? All right. All right. Well, we don't know much about this person. We don't know much about this person at all. We don't know where to find them. I think I've shown this person all of the photographs and everything. He didn't care about anything else. I don't think I showed him the photo of Yukiko, but he shouldn't know who Yukiko is, in theory. Not one of my customers. Okay. Mr. Kawamura. Mr. Kawamura isn't in the area. All right. To the police station. Okay. I want to bring her in. I'm going to bring Yukiko in first. Because I have a suspicion that one of these items may belong to her father. Take a look at this ring, please. What? What is this? It's not mine. Okay. But what about the lighter? Take a look at this lighter. I don't know what this is. Ask this again. I was at home. Okay. All right. We'll show let's Fumi this stuff. Maybe she'll know. All right. Apparently I'm wrong about that. Take a look at this lighter, please. I don't know. Take a look at this ring, please. I don't know. Okay. I call Mr. Kawamura, but nobody knows where he is. Let's show him this junk. Take a look at this lighter. No, it doesn't belong to Kozu. Does it belong to you? Take a look at this ring. No, sorry. By the way, Detective, I haven't heard shouting come into the mansion. I wonder what that was all about. Son of a bitch. Let's show him that ring again. Or the lighter. Which one did I show him first? I think it was the lighter I showed him first. Because apparently, if you keep asking him questions, I might get a different answer. Okay. Nope. Not that. I want to investigate these things. Cheap looking ring. I wonder who dropped it. The lighter. Anything on the lighter? Expensive looking lighter. Is it Kozu's? All right. Can I hit this man? I did. I can. Okay, I'll talk. The night of the incident. Wow, I didn't think that was actually going to work. I was just trying to beat up an old man. Goes to show that in video games, exclusively in video games and not real life, you should beat up the elderly. The night of the incident, the truth is, I snuck out secretly and I went out for a drink, and worse, I'd forgotten to lock the front door. That's all. I didn't do it. It's the truth. Believe me. I should arrest you now. Well, I'm sure we could charge him with something. But I'm not gonna. Anything else? Okay. I went out for a drink. Norse, I'd forgotten to lock the front door. All right. Let's call somebody else out. Is there somebody else I can beat up? I don't think it'd be right to hit a kid. Jum says beat up old men. In video games, Jeremy, in video games. I was very clear about that part. Only in video games, exclusively within the confines of video games. Trying to pin all this stuff on me all the time, man. Yeah. You would like something constantly trying to threaten and change his name to something to get my channel banned. You guys are nothing but trouble. Nothing but trouble. I appreciate you, but you're nothing but trouble. Should I hit a child? Should I strike a child? I don't think the game's going to punish me for it. So we might as well. I don't believe this. Your boss is violent. I'm going home. Oh, okay. She left. That's perfectly reasonable. Perfectly reasonable. Anybody else I can abuse? I'm going to ask her some more questions. Says she doesn't know anything. Like I told you before, I was at my English class. Yes, tell me more. I just remembered something. In the past, I've delivered money to a man named Mr. Kawamura by Kozu's orders. Ooh, baby. Dang it. Tell me about this guy. Yeah, that's really all I know. Okay, like, where did you send the money? What about Mr. Kawamura? Do you want to know anything, man? All we know about this person is his last name, Kawamura. We don't know anything else about him. Oh, boy. That's frustrating, like, let me ask about Kawamura now. Well, maybe this expensive vitamin will refresh her memory. I don't know. What about the ring? I don't know. Is Mr. Kawamura here somehow? All right. Let's get out of here then. He's at the mansion. I wasn't there. Go back to Shinkaichi. And see if we can find this dude. I looked, but Mr. Kawamura doesn't seem to be in the area. Show item. Which item do I show? The lighter. Take her this lighter, please. Bystander. What's this? Show item. Ring. Take her this ring, please. Huh? Ask. I'll question the locals. Boss, the word on the street is that Okoi, the Shingeki strip club dancer, was very close with a man named Mr. Kawamura. Could this be the same Kawamura we're looking for? Excellent. Can we, I'm going to take a chance. We can go to the police station and ask these questions to her there. Will she show up now? Or we'll still say, yes, she's here. Now we take her, no. We talk to her. Mr. Kawamura. I'd like you to tell us what you know about Mr. Kawamura. Now that you mention him, I haven't seen him lately. I wonder how he's doing. What about Kozu? What do you know about Kozu? I'm going to tell you something, detective, because I think you're so handsome. Oh boy. Whoo! That man Kozu. He and Mr. Kawamura worked together as a pair of con men. A long time ago, he was being blackmailed by Mr. Kawamura, who threatened to reveal his past. Well, I'm glad I'm so handsome that you told me about this story. Doesn't answer much else. Now that you mention him, I haven't seen him lately. I wonder how he was doing. I don't know if I buy that. I'd like to show that's what you know about Kozu. I'm going to tell you something, detective, because I think I didn't hit that because I wanted a 8-bit woman, 8-bit stripper to tell me I'm handsome. I can pay people in real life to do that. Do you recognize this? Take a look at this slider, please. Oh, I know. This is Mr. Karamura's law. I knew it, isn't it? What about the ring? Take a look at this ring, please. Is this supposed to mean something? What about, I can't show any photographs to people in here. Okay. Matchbox. Possibly. Take a look at this matchbox, please. Is this supposed to mean something to me? Okay. Where were you at 9 p.m.? Let me think. You know what? I think I was up on stage. All right. Well, that doesn't answer much. I didn't mean to hit that, but that's fine. I would love to talk to Mr. Kawamura, but I don't know where to find him. And we're getting more evidence that is leaning towards Mr. Kawamura, but he's at least a person of interest. Now that you mention him, I haven't seen him lately. I wonder how he was doing. All right. 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 Let's hit the bricks here. Let's go back to the harbor. Let's jam around on the harbor here. We'll look for someone first. Look for whoever we can. Mr. Kawamura isn't in the area. I looked, Mr. Hunter doesn't seem to be in the area. All right. It's time to magnifying glass all kinds of junk here. Right here. Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. What about this boat? Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. Can I look at any of these sea here? Right here. Maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree. That seems to be all right. Oh, let's move on. Kuna, Shinkaichi. Let's ask around. Any new information here? According to someone in the area, Mr. Harada didn't appear to be the sort of person who would commit murder. All right. Back to Kyoto. Let's magnifying glass several areas here. Examined it, but there is nothing out of the ordinary. I don't know what the story is with this. Back to Kobe. Let's go back to the police station. Can I still talk to Toshi? Oh, I can. Let's should we look at this junk here. Oh, is this something I gave to Yukiko? How did you end up with it? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's great. So she was seeing this dude. Can I call her out? Can I ask her about this stuff? In the ring. What is this? It's not mine. But Toshi told us it was something he gave to you. No way. Why would I accept anything from that guy? Even if I did, I would throw it out right away. Mm-hmm. Ask me for something more fun, will you? Okay. All right. Anything else here? Wasn't able to learn anything particularly related to the case. Okay. Reading. I missed something in the instruction manual here. I'm stuck once again. Now the button. Dippity-doo. Okay, there's a move. Mr. Annoyance outside, move inside the mansion. Perhaps you'll hear something new in this case to learn about the person's personal history. The police station. Oh, yeah, I haven't looked at the alibi at all. None of these. Something that the instruction manual recommended. I can check the alibi. Been able to confirm that Fumi had indeed been present in her English classes on the night of the murder. Okay. Who else? Mr. Komiya, Toshi, Yukiko. What's her alibi? It's highly doubtful she was lying when she said she was at home. Okay, I don't really know. About Okoi. What's her alibi? A lot of customers were watching her live on stage at the time of the murder. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Okay. What am I missing? What am I missing? I looked at a walkthrough, glanced over it to see if there's like, it tells me to do something and I'm like, why would I do that? How would I know that? Where would I get that from? This person's got another one. Oh, this is way clearer, but also like painful for my eyes to look upon. Yes, put it in here. All right. Like I'm being told to I mean, there's something going on at Kyoto, but like they said he was there. All right. Take a night drive on the highway, the top down to an 80s synth montage. I might, man. I used to spend a lot of time doing that in the 90s when I first got my driver's license. And there's a radio station around that would play electronic music after 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And back then, CD players in cars weren't that common. In fact, my first car didn't even have a tape deck. So I was very excited when I did get a tape deck because I still had a lot of stuff on cassette, including things I'd gotten from people giving me some mixtapes and stuff. I used to drive up and down the highway, go all the way up north and then turn back around, come all the way back down south. I would just drive around for several hours. Gas was cheap back then, and I had nowhere to be. And I just cruise around listening to this music. I don't do that anymore. The radio station doesn't play that music anymore. And I would just be listening to the podcasts. But at that, let's see here. Some brain music. All right, so I have back to the police station. It make me crazy. What's driving me crazy is it's like, I don't know. This is I'm enjoying this. Oh, just now we got a phone call from Yukiko. She found a note in one of the pockets of her father's jacket. 177. Oh, here we go. Here's some juicy bit. One 772-493. Looks like a phone number. Could you remember for me, boss? Sure. All right, let's go. Kyoto. We're now in the city of Kyoto. All right. 1772493. All right, the mystery is afoot again. Hello, Taradaya Inn. Mr. Hirata? Yes, I can confirm that he stayed with us. He said he's heading to Amitabha Peak. What? You say he hasn't come back? No, I don't know. Oh ho, oh ho, oh ho. Let's go. To the peak. Oh no. Oh. Oh no. Man. Whew, that's rough. We're out Abataba Peak. Boss, look, it's terrible. It's Mr. Hirata hanging by his neck. So Mr. Hirata was the culprit after all. He killed Kozu and then took his own life. A sad ending, but the case has been solved. Please command me to close this case, boss. No. No way. There's no way. Dead body. Clearly, he hanged himself. Okay. Cause of death. Death by suffocation from hanging. Do you know that, or are you just assuming because there's a noose? Maybe there's something in the grass, but I'd have to take a better look using the magnifying glass to be sure. Okay. Scope it out. Right here. Oh, he seems to have left a note. We're back on the hunt. The dance music did it. breakdanced myself out. It looks like a suicide note. It says, I can't handle all this debt any longer. But it says nothing about having murdered Kozu. Searched the body, examined. There was nothing suspicious about it. Interesting, interesting. Weird going on with the control here. Well, poke around a little bit more here, and then we'll go back. All right. Well, yeah, return to Kobe. I will question the locals. I wasn't able to learn anything particularly related to the case. All right. Let's go to the police station. I don't know if I kind of report this to Yukiko here. Results of Mr. Ra's autopsy and his time of death has been put at 1 p.m. on the 17th. This means he was dead before Kozu died. Interesting. Although I didn't suspect he did it anyway. That's too neat and tidy. I was at home. I don't like this. My dad's such an idiot. I mean, he didn't have to go kill himself. Alright, well, I guess... Is that it? I think I already did this. On the night of the murder, a neighbor saw Yukiko going out. Her story about being at home was a lie. You know, when I asked before, they said, I don't think she's lying. I was at home. But there was someone who saw you leave your house that night. And we also have that ring. All right, I'll talk. At about 7 o'clock that night, I went to that mansion. I wanted to ask Mr. Yamakawa if he'd be willing to lend my dad just a bit more cash. My dad had borrowed money from other places too, and they were even worse when it came to collection. When I talked to Mr. Yamakawa about this, he agreed to lend us some more. Wow, this means Kozu wasn't responsible for Mr. Harada's suicide. It's becoming difficult for me to understand the character of this man, Kozu. Boss? I'll ask again. Any more juicy information? Can't you see? There's no reason for me to kill a guy who agreed to help my dad. Well, that is true. That is true. Well, what else? What other leads do we have? The only other lead I've got right now is dude out in the restaurant. Let's go to Shinkaichi. Looks, but Mr. Calendar doesn't seem to be in the area. Let's go to the Pal Bar. Did I show him this stuff? Take a look at this letter, please. Oh, this is Mr. Kawamura's. I recognize it. Kawamura. Tell me what you know about Kawamura. Now that you mention it, he hasn't come around here recently. Oh boy. All right. All right. I'm going to talk to the stripper again. I was told Okoye just now called and with... Oh, wow. I guess I just got to, like, leave places and come back. Saying Mr. Kawamura is at the Sumir Apartments right now. Oh, boy. All right. The case is afoot. We're now at the Sumir Apartments. What in the world? It's Mr. Kawamura. He's dead. Is this like a perspective thing, or is he like stapled to the wall? He gave up, realizing there was no more running, and chose suicide as his pointing end. The case has been solved. Please command me to close this case, boss. Come on! I'll question the locals. Or so I thought, but unfortunately no one seems to be around. Alright, well, let's investigate the thing. It's too easy. We've already got one suicide, and it was like, nah, it wasn't it. It can't be like the next suicide. Like, well, this one's the real one. Body is still warm. I don't think it's been very long since death. All right. Cause of death: one stabbed to the neck with a knife. It's the same MO as Kozu's case. Investigate the room. There is no sign of theft or vandalism. All right. Let's get that magnifier out. Let's check the body. It's the dead body. Okay, well, we might have something on him. Examined it, but there was nothing suspicious about it. Take. Dead body. Coroner will take the body away. Okay. Can I move? I can't move into that. It's got to be something here. What is all this? Examine it. There is nothing suspicious about it. The door. Examine it. There's nothing suspicious about it. There has to be more here. Oh, look at this. Just kidding. You son of a bitch. I swear to God. His hands? It's the dead body. Okay, is that all I'm gonna get? There's not gonna be a note. Well, he was stabbed. So clearly, like, this wasn't a suicide. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't go stabbing himself. All right. We'll just do what we did last time, go back to the police station. I guess we'll talk to the stripper again. Ask. What do you got? Will you tell us what you know about Mr. Kawamura? Yeah, think about it. There is something he mentioned once. The biggest swindle he worked up with Kozu victimized a company over in Sumoto called Sawaki Industries. Oh, speaking of which, did you say that the personal assistant's name was Fumi Sawaki? Oh, it's nothing. She's related. Sawaki Industries from Sawaki. Of course, we didn't have the Sawaki Industries before, so. You know, I'm sorry, but I have a show tonight, so I'll be seeing you. Bye. Boss. Wow. She, like, really took off. I can't find Fumi anywhere. Where are we going? Well, let's investigate. Fumi. What about Fumi do you want to know? Personal life. After graduating from junior college, she started working for Kozu. It's been 2 years since then. Looked, Fumi doesn't seem to be in the area. All right. All right. Let's ask around. Question the locals. Boss, a young woman was seen standing by the harbor until just a little while ago. Oh, okay. She probably got on the boat. We're closing in on it, fellas. Ladies, folks, people of all ages. Let's get on the boat. We're aboard the boat now. Oh, and it looks like we've started to move. I mean, who's to say he didn't stab so? Well, he could have. That's awful coincidental, right? That both of these con artists stabbed themselves in the neck. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty nuts. And then they're trying to pin it on him, like, well, obviously he killed the other guy by stabbing him in the neck and then stabbed himself in the neck. Although, we do have the murder weapon, so whoever it is had to go replace their knife. So we could just go ask around, like, who bought a knife recently? Although that doesn't really, you could just have knives. I guess that's not really. We'll just go through the list of suspects and, like, let me look at your knives. If your knives are missing. The city of Sumoto. Awashima item. Yes, we're out in Sumoto, central city of Awashima item. Let's ask around. I will question the locals. Oh, Fumi, the poor little girl. Her father's company was conned and went bankrupt. Both her parents committed suicide. After that, she was taken in by some relatives. And she was separated from her only sibling, her older brother. The older brother? Well, I don't know where he ended up. If I recall correctly, the boy had a butterfly-shaped birthmark on his shoulder. Interesting. Look, Fumi's brother doesn't seem to be in the area. I looked, but Fumi doesn't seem to be in the area. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna get that. Fumi's older brother? Well, he was adopted by a different family, so I don't even think he'd still have the same last name. I will question the locals. Fumi's older brother? Well, he was adopted by a different family, so I don't even think he'd have the same last name. Let's go to the police station. And search Toshi. We'll take his clothes. Yeah, some sort of map has been discovered in the ceiling of Mr. Kawamura's apartment. It has been sent over. This map. Isn't this a map of the underground maze at Kozu's mansion? According to this, it looks like there's still some secret left in that maze. Oh boy. Oh boy. Forward 3. Left 8. Left 4. Right 5. Left. Dress torn off. What is this? I'm sure I call out. Toshi. Take his clothes. Stop doing that. And take all his clothes off and did a full search, but didn't discover anything on him. Well, what if we investigate him with a magnifier? This is my theory. I could be wrong. This person is carrying nothing suspicious, boss. Is it the wrong... Right here. Hey, stop that. Stay away from me. Carrying nothing suspicious. Okay. All right, never mind. Is anybody else? I'm assuming it's somebody we already talked to, but it could be. Mr. Harada? Well, that'd be rough. Oh. Where are we going, boss? All right. Going back to the mansion. Back to the maze. All right. Anybody here? Fumi's in the area. What about Fumi's brother? Okay. Inside. Inside the mansion. Okay, go push that button. Every time we gotta push this button. Hit the lever. Okay. Now we go back. Down the stairs. Okay. Forward 3. 1, 2, 3. Left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left some distance. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Monster surprised. It's written here. Can I hit some stuff? Uh-oh. Trapped in here again. Oh, no. All right, let's try and find our way out of here. Oh. There's graffiti on the wall. It says, go no further, turn back. Oh, boy. Gotta get out of here. Sooner or later we'll hit the stairs. Uh-oh. Somewhere. I had to start over. I got part of the instructions, and I guess the rest of it I just got to guess at. Oh, well, we're back to this. Okay. I don't think this is where I want to be. Ah. Let's investigate, I guess. Investigate the wall? Examine it. There's nothing suspicious about it. Okay. Oh, look at this. Just kidding. God damn it, man. Ugh. Oh no, I was like, just out of desperation, like, if I just tell it to move, can I just say to leave this place? And like, no, that doesn't work. Oh my god. Oh my god. There we go. This is appropriate for some cat burglary. And buffoonish cat burglary, I should add. All right. Move. All right. 1, 2, 3. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 8. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left. Some number. Hmm. Hmm. I don't think it's that chunk. Maybe it is in here. Maybe just not doing something right here. I don't know. I keep hitting that because I expect it to go back to the move, and it's like every time I forget, like, no, I've got to tell it to go back. So he does give me the option to call people out here. Hmm. Oh, God. Oh, this is nightmarish. Monster surprised you is written here. Son of a bitch. I don't know who else could, like, nobody else should be here. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, they're dead. It is letting me call people out. Or sometimes it does. Toshi? Nope. Don't really know what I'm doing here. right, let's see if I can get out of here. You know, like a path closed off behind me. Ah. I guess it is just like nightmarish trial and error. And I did just end up going the same way just because it caught my eye. I went up going the same damn way. Here we go. All right. I'll try this one more time. Well, not one more time. I'm just going to keep trying this until I get through this. We're here. All right. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then left. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh-huh. 8. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then left. 2. Wait a minute. I'm going to look this up. I would never figure this out. This is insanity. Sound is different, isn't it? Can I just... Evo! How would I ever sort that out on my own? Just randomly walking in. Like, it's missing... Left. Forward, forward. It just ends then. I guess I would just, like, bang on the wall around there. Hope for something different. That's very weird. Oh, open up. And there's a room here. All right. It's an old desk, but there's nothing special about it. I heard voices coming from below. I'm going to try shouting. Hey! Whoa, what is this? A compartment opened in the wall and a diary was inside. Yeah, I only knew the call out because I saw it blurbed in a walkthrough here. I was desperate to get through this. Boss, this diary belongs to Kozu. According to this, it seems he knew that Fumi was the daughter of the owners of Sawaki Industries. It says he hired his personal assistant knowing this. It says he did it wanting to make it up to the Sawaki's children. He goes on and on like this, talking about his regret. Well, now we need some... He's also written that he's going to take responsibility for Fumi like she was his own daughter, including leaving some of his money to her. If Fumi's older brother really was the criminal, and if he were to read this diary, surely he would feel a little regret. Boss! Take the diary. Well then. Oh, hold on. This is a piece of evidence. Huh. All right. Let's go back to the passageway. Oh no. I gotta navigate out of here. Before you say, "I'll just go backwards, trace your steps back." Like, the path closes behind you, so Unless it just says that, and I could just go back that way. Keep going. Here we go. Yes. All right, back to the police station. Now in the interrogation room at the police station. Well, who else could it be? Who else could it be? I don't think it will. Well, Fumi is like in the wind now. Oh, we can't show him the diary. Let's see if we can take his clothes again. Oh, that's not what I want. Stop doing that. We had him take all his clothes off and did a full search to discover anything on him. Ooh, I don't even know who else we have. I'm not really sure what to do. So I looked this up because I'm just after that last one, like just bang on the walls for a while. It just says take clothes ×3. Ask me my clothing? Boss, you're not. Wait a minute now. Oh my God. It's Yasu. What? 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 How on earth was I supposed to sort that out? I feel bamboozled, absolutely bamboozled. Although, was I supposed to be suspicious of him since every body we found, he's like, looks like that's it. I'm also the one who killed Kozu and Mr. Kawamura. When did he kill him? Aren't we like always together? When did this happen? They drove both of my parents to suicide and I couldn't forgive them. That night, after I killed Kozu, I used a key I found there to lock the door to the study after myself. But the key was found inserted in the keyhole from the inside of the door, you say? Boss, do you still not understand? I'll take it from here. Fumi, I told you to run away. Yes, please let me talk for a minute. Having received the key from my brother the next morning, I called for Mr. Komiya and had him break open the door. And then Mr. Komiya saw the body. Before he recovered from the shock, I slipped the key into the door lock, or from the study side of the door. Of course, I did this to make it appear like the room had been locked the whole time. This is the end of everything. It's a bit ironic, though, to learn after killing him that Kozu had regretted what he'd done to us. Yasu. Fumi. Secret code, Mr. Sakurai. Wow, what a wild ride, man. That's crazy. Yeah, I looked that up because I don't want to sit here all night banging my head against the wall. I have some patience for this stuff, but Yeah, that's pretty. So you're supposed to just sort of, man, I'd have to look at this more to like even figure out like how are you supposed to know? How are you supposed to know where to go in the dungeon? There's also a safe down there that we never figure out, like the deal with that, but it doesn't give us any options for anything. So I'm assuming like there's nothing to it unless like that secret room is like the other side of that safe. That kind of makes sense. Maybe it's very strange, but then there's a whole secret section there. And I guess it does make sense. I would have not. It would have taken me a million years to figure out that the security guy heard people screaming, heard yelling down there, and that I was supposed to yell to open up the door because that just, where does that even work? But like walking into the walls is pretty unusual because the instructions leave off like right before. Yeah, left. So you turn left, and it's like 3 steps forward that, and then you try and walk into the wall. So I guess, like, I did say left ... but I mean, that's not, like, I don't know. And then the close thing, like, it's pretty nuts that you're supposed to suspect Yasu and just, like, tell him, like, strip for me. Show me that. I guess that's just the elimination of everything else. The only other living male that could be Fumi's brother, well, the only 2 other living males that could be Fumi's brother are Toshi, who, you strip search him, don't find anything, and Mr. Yamamura, and you do that and you don't find anything. That's nuts. Let's go in the chat stream. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I honestly, like, I thought that was fun. That was a fun game. I thought, like, the artwork and everything, while limited by the NES, was still, like, it was clear most of the time what it was you were looking at, what was going on. The interface is kind of weird and clunky. And it is, like... It really is like the classic adventure games where it's like smash on everything, look everywhere. Like I got stuck pretty early on just because like, well, I looked at a couple places, but you had to look at specific spots with the magnifying glass. And so that is that particular type of old game that gives you like no clues where to look. You just have to like snap on like every area with that magnifier. And that wouldn't be such a big deal if it was like it just left it up and you hit A and it was like, nope. And you just kept going. But having to like, you got to go back through the menu and do it over and over again makes that part kind of tedious. But yeah, I guess the end would just be like deduction. Like, I guess there's only one dude left, so it must be Yasu. That did not come to my mind. If I didn't glance over at that walkthrough and see like the clothes, and I was like, surely it means take the clothes off of someone else. I totally would have never finished this as a kid. Yeah, well, there's no save function. I don't know if you notice that in the menus. There's no save function. It doesn't hold on to any of this stuff once you power it off. I think the original version, the PC 8801, PC 8808 or whatever it was, I think they had a save version. But yeah, this doesn't have any save function, so it's like it's a one and done. And you can keep track of like the relations for people, but you still have to like you have to go through and trigger stuff. You can't just say arrest Toshi. I already know he did this. You have to go through and a lot of times you're just going back and forth. You're leaving an area to go back to like the police station. And then it will trigger something. It'll trigger something to come up. And it's like, oh, okay. Because later on I got stuck and I was like, well, I don't know what to do now. Like, I can't find this guy. I've searched all around this area. Like, well, I'll go back to the police station. Like, oh yeah, they left a phone number for you. Like, oh, all right. Yeah, it was good. It's interesting. It's very it's fairly basic. But given like the basic setup for it, like it's got a pretty good story, and they set up like a pretty good mystery with like a bunch of little like red herrings and side leads and the way the pieces fit together. Like, I really enjoyed that. I'm glad I can take this off my list now. I will return to this, even though I know like the deal on this. I'm gonna play around with this some more and see like if there's something that I missed that's like, oh yeah, there's this, there's that. I don't think so. I think I saw the stuff, but very cool. What was this led up from? That's been bothering me. Portopia serial murder case. Where's the? Gotta read this. PC 6001. So I'm not even close to it. It was released in the PC 8801 and the FM7 and the FM8, MSX, Sharp X1 family computer, which is the Famicom, mobile phone, and Windows. Not for, I think the Windows. Yeah, the Windows is the Square Enix showing off their natural language processing. I'm trying to see what the game is that this took. Similar command selection menu system introduced in Yuji Horii murder mystery adventure game Okotsuki Kyu Hokkaido Rensa Sachujin Jiken, released in 1984. Oh boy, that's it's 1994, and that links to a Japanese Wikipedia page. So there was like a previous one. This kind of mystery stuff was fairly popular. A lot of it didn't come to the U.S., which I kind of understand that. Some of the games I have played like this on the NES that required like a lot of just like thinking stuff through. I would not have done anything with as a kid. I would not have made it at all. So I can understand why like they wouldn't bring something like this through, you know. But it's really interesting. Yeah, I'm interested in other stuff. It looks like the successor to this. I thought I saw a fan translation, so I might check that out another time. But I don't know if that was also. That would have had to have been on there too. A man's corpse is discovered near a sea wharf in Tokyo Bay. Player must investigate victim's identity, learn about related events in Hokkaido. Second and third murder occurs one after the other. Players start investigating. Translation. Reason confident to deliver high quality translation hack of this sequel. See, this guy calls it the sequel to Portopia, but it's actually the second of the Yuji Horii mysteries. Unless the other ones are incorrect. Some of this stuff like spiritual successor. Oh, well, no, that does make sense. I'm saying it's more likely that. Okay, so I guess if I'm understanding this correctly, he created Portopia serial murder first, and then made this other one, and then when he ported Portopia to the NES, he added that menu. Very cool. PC 6001 version Portopia serial murder case is included as a hidden secret in Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. I don't know about that. I would have to look that up, because the last I read is that people had found it through data mining those games, but had not found how to access it. They just knew it was in there. So I don't know if that counts so much. Also, one of the first video games ever played by Nintendo's AJ Aonuma, who went on to become the director of Legend of Zelda series, starting Ocarina of Time. Evident Hori's later group, similar role-playing game Dragon Quest. Yep, Evident Dragon Quest. John, this is Panic Retro Gamer, because this is one of the most influential games. responsible for defining the visual novel genre. Very interesting. It contains elements found in a number of later titles, including Deja Vu. That's a pretty good one. That's an old one. Snatcher, Shibuya Scramble, which there is a version of that on PC now, which looked pretty entertaining. 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors, or the Zero Escape series, was absolutely amazing. I played those on the DS and 3DS. They have it on Windows. I think it's still on Windows and iOS. Really, really good. Really good. Those were a little bit more straightforward than this, I guess. Nintendo's successful Famicom Detective Club series of adventure games, also inspired by Portopia. So those are on my list from having been released on the Switch. Oh, was that last year? 2 years ago? God, was it 2 years ago? Those got a Switch re-release. Oh, I gotta do something here. This is bothering me. My neck is like crooked. Straighten up, buddy. And those are like teen murder mystery stuff. There's another one that came out. I can't remember the name of. That got re-released somewhat recently. That I was also interested in checking those out. So, and this is pretty good. The only thing that threw me off about this was no music. There's no music. But I'll put a link in the description to this guy. It's on YouTube and it's also on Bandcamp. And like I said, I would have used this, but I didn't find it until like right before streaming today. So I didn't get a chance to contact the person and like kind of clear it with them. I didn't want to just use it because, I don't want to get some kind of strike. I don't know if this person would, but I just didn't want to be a douchebag about it and be like, all right, check this out. I would have credited all that stuff, but I don't know. I get uncomfortable about that if I can't talk to somebody about something. So I should have posted that earlier so people could listen to it in their own time. Jum, you big dummy. Yeah, this was fun. Not nearly as long as I thought it would take. When I got 3.5 hours. The time to beat on this is about 5 hours, right around there. So I'm under the gun on that. I did consult the walkthrough 3 times total, just to give me a little push over the hill. And I'm glad I did, because I never would have figured it out, to be honest, if I hadn't. So yeah, not much more to say about it. I can see like the influence on other games. A little bit of Snatcher I've played, that other mystery games, Dragon Quest, obviously. You can see where stuff grew out of it. Not bad. It is definitely not like a kid's game. This is definitely like a pretty good for the medium murder mystery story, and pretty much in line with a lot of the older Japanese murder mysteries that I've watched, which are quite enjoyable. Of course, the classic, which I didn't see any real reference to, which is surprising because people always seem to reference this stuff, was the Inugami Family, which is really cool. A really cool movie. It's good. A good novel too. I recently read that translated. It was pretty nice. I love the movie a lot, and that gets referenced by a lot of stuff. One of the biggest ones that people will recognize, well, maybe my age, I don't know, if you've seen like Neon Genesis Evangelion, in the shot gets referenced by a lot of things. There's an episode where they get defeated and they're showing pictures of the aftermath, and the Evas are sticking up out of like feet first, up out of like a pool of water, so that like from their waist down is just sticking out, as though they dove head first and just got stuck. And they find a body that way in the Inugami Family, and so that gets referenced in a lot of stuff. A lot of other things get referenced too, like a dude in a white featureless mask, like a bald Michael Myers is played plays prominently in that movie. I highly recommend you check that movie out, Inagami Family, if you can find it. It got a really nice Blu-ray release a couple of years ago in Japan, not in the US, and I have tried to get a hold of it, and it is so expensive for me that I can never like pull the trigger on it. It was like $150 the last time I looked at it. It has English subtitles, so like I could get it and watch it, but you know, when I'm looking at like a purchase like that, it's like $150 for this movie. I did get a chance to watch it several years ago. I would like to own it. It's very expensive. The $150 could go towards some classic consoles or some old games or a pair of shoes. Shoes ain't cheap no more. Yeah, it's a hard sell. It's steep. Yeah, that's Japanese Blu-rays are pricey, man. Like, if you get those releases, I'm embarrassed by this. I paid like $300, I want to say. Maybe off on that. That's close. I paid about $300 for the Blu-ray set of Odd Taxi, which, as far as I know, did not get a U.S. release. It was streamed in the U.S. and I did watch it. And I bought that from Japan because it didn't seem likely that we were going to get a U.S. release. Like, nobody had talked about it. Right? It was expensive. Now, I was employed at the time. I bought that directly from Pony Canyon. It looks like it might still be in stock. It was like a limited edition thing. And then they, no, maybe not. I don't know. It was a limited edition thing that they did. $168. Maybe I'm overstating it. No, I paid more than that. What am I saying? I'd have to look it up. I paid a lot for it, right? It was totally worth it. It was that series is great. Odd Taxi is fantastic. The best part about it is that they had, after every episode, and I've seen a couple series do this. The Gridman and Dynazenon series both did this. After the episodes, they would post online like an audio drama, like that followed up the episode, that kind of followed alongside the episode. And the what they had for Odd Taxi like really plays into the plot and adds this extra element to it that fit perfectly. And they used to be on YouTube with subtitles, and that stuff came down, and you could still find some of them. I think you could still find all of them. But for me, it was like, here's the Blu-ray, and then after every episode, there is a video, even though it's not really animated, but they have the video with subtitles of that audio drama included as part of the episode, so that you can enjoy it, like watch the episode, and then that drama is like slotted in there. Because sometimes, like, I've seen releases of like Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex that had the Tachikomatic Days. There's the Tachikoma, like little shorts after episodes. And instead of putting those chapter-wise after an episode, they just lump them all in at the end. And like they don't cut in the episode. It's like, no, you want to watch it the way they were intended to be watched following the episode. A lot don't do that. Like the U.S. release of Gridman does not include any of that stuff. And I had to go like try and hunt that stuff down on the internet. And I'm sure the Dynazenon one doesn't either. The Japanese one probably does, but the Japanese does not have English subtitles as far as I know. The Pony Canyon, when a Japanese publisher, if you could call it a publisher, whatever, producer, when they put out a set and they make an explicit marketing thing that like, yes, this has English subtitles, tells me that they are probably not going to, you're not going to see this released in the U.S. And I'm like, here, take my money directly to you. Please make more of this great stuff. And they did. They made a movie, which added like ever so slightly onto the end. It just retold the series and added a little bit on the end. Super satisfying. Absolutely love that. Top notch. If you haven't seen it and you like anime at all, go watch it. It's about a walrus that drives a taxi in like a world full of animal people. And there's like a murder mystery afoot. And like this web of deceit keeps growing with this walrus taxi driver. Highly recommended. Great series. All right, well, that will about wrap it up for me this evening. I'm going to pack this all in. Oh boy. I'm waiting to find out what's going on tomorrow. I don't have anything scheduled, but I may be around for streaming tomorrow in the evening. In which case I will probably do a little bit of work on the Blender stuff and then just maybe play some random games that I've got sitting around that I didn't feel like making a whole stream about, or maybe just sampling to see if I want to stream stuff about. Just some random old console stuff, maybe some PC games. Just probably not playing anything all the way through, just checking out a bunch of different stuff and just hanging out. So I guess keep your eyes open for that notification. I'll try to post in the community tab, even though I'm saying no promises. I'll try and post in the community tab one way or the other, just so you're not like nobody's waiting around. I don't know why anyone would do that, but I appreciate everyone who comes out and watches, and I don't want to be disrespectful to your time management. So, Portopia serial murder case can be gotten cheap. The Japanese version, never released in the US, for the Famicom on eBay, and then translated if you're into that sort of thing. Or played it on emulators. Very good game. Very solid. Yep. So, do often structure my evenings around your streams. Aw. Well, that's very kind of you. I will say this, like, I appreciate seeing any and all of you here all the time. I totally am not going to be, like, I'm not going to give up on my YouTube dreams of streaming, because I'm just doing this, for fun. But I'm not gonna, fall over and die if someone doesn't show up here. I guess maybe I'm being too dramatic about that. I'm just saying, like, if you got something else to do, like, man, go do it. You can come back and watch the VOD later and like high speed skip through stuff. Someday, eventually, I will go back through the length of recording I have for like Resident Evil or Alone in the Dark, and like chop that down into a more manageable video that people can watch. Because there are some people who have asked me about that who are far more interested in watching that than they are in watching me struggle through it for 5 or 6 hours. Yeah, the OVA. Yeah. Someday. Alternately, if I can get some scratch together, I'll just throw money at somebody else and get them to do it to make it actually nice. The only downside is like everything has to be done not through YouTube, but I have to pull files from YouTube. Editing videos on YouTube is kind of a nightmare. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. The editor never loads properly. It's a pain in the ass. So I download the videos, but they're coming in at a lower quality. I do not have the hard drive space on this machine to record at any useful quality for the length that I stream stuff at. I need to slap a big fat drive in here before I can think about doing that. But every time money comes my way, there's something else that's more important. So haven't done that yet. Someday. But that's one thing that's holding me back, because I don't have those files ready. I have to like pull them all off of YouTube, and it's a headache. Or they're just have somebody else do it. Somebody else probably do a better job than me, make it more snappy. But someday, that's on my list. I got a, just like my game list, I got a huge list of like, hey, I'd like to do this. Like, things just kind of pile up. The list grows more than it shrinks, as always. All right. Well, my brain power is shutting down. I'm rambling on in a circular manner, which I usually do when I try and wrap things up, because I'm enjoying it and I want to respond to everything that comes my way, and I gotta end sometime. So with that, I will say thanks everybody for watching and hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed and learned a little something about the Portopia murders that happen there. Make sure before you commit your heinous crimes, you check all the diaries in the area, so that you will have no lingering regrets that perhaps you are putting yourself in prison when you could instead be enjoying the high life in some rich old con artist mansion. Just saying. Also, don't beat up old people unless it's in a video game, in which case I recommend you do it because it gets results. So, until next time, so long, everybody. See ya.